Right, well, good morning everybody. I was going to say welcome back to the plot, but as the regular viewers will know, I'm way down home. I'm getting cracking down here. I've got a few little bits and pieces to do. I hope I've got the camera on the right angle. If you just look outside, you can see my basket. That's for the Dean Roberts, the washing basket challenge. And I spent a couple of hours yesterday afternoon getting that done, and of course, lo and behold, it's absolutely freezing cold, buckling down with rain, and a really strong wind. So that's typical for June up here. And that's why I'm always never in a hurry to start planting out my bedding. Now I've got begonias and I've got fuchsias on the top there, on the top of that basket, which is getting hit straight away by the cold and the wet. Well, the begonias and the fuchsias, I've had them on the back bench on the allotment up on the plot, where it's had a bit of cover for the last couple of weeks, just to harden them off a little bit. So I'm hoping they're not going to do too much damage. But it just goes to show you, I mean, we're well into June now and we're getting this weather all over the country. The marigolds and that, they're fine. Petunias, I've got cineraria, lobelia, everything's in there. It's a really good mixture, and I've really filled the basket up. I had a little bit of a problem with the wheels. I wanted to put a small trolley on the bottom of it so I could move it around the patio, but unfortunately the little plastic wheels, they snapped as I managed to fill the basket up and up, and the weight got so much and the wheels just gave way. So that's out the window. So what I've done, I've gotten a little upright container and I stand the water bottle on, and I've managed to put the basket on top there. It's not going to stop there because it's unfortunately it's right under the wife's washing basket, the washing line. So I've got to shift that. But I can get that done in a couple of days' time once this weather. I don't know if it's steaming up there yet. You'll probably be able to see the steam. What I've been doing this morning, I've been making a rhubarb juice up, and of course just the leaves. I like to use this on a spray on different things, flowers and some of the veg I'll do. The sweet corn got a bit of black fly on at the moment, so what I've done is made a juice up for them. And all it is just a couple of rhubarb leaves. You don't have to even bother chopping them up or anything, just whack them in a pan. I put 2 pints of water in, bring it to the boil. This is not a cookery program, by the way. It's just a couple of little tips that I picked up years ago that I used to use. As I say, a couple of leaves, 2 pints of water, and reduce it by half. So you should end up with a good pint of water in your soup. Now I'll bring it to the boil straight away, and then I'll let it simmer for a good 30 minutes. And what you're left with is a good green soup. So what I've got now, I've got my pot underneath, which will hold a litre. I've got my little strainer, but also inside the strainer I've got a piece of muslin cloth, just ordinary muslin cloth. Now I can hold this and I can just pour in, and hopefully it'll get rid of all the nasties. Oh, that's brilliant. There's not that much left in there. There is a little bit left in, but I can get that out as our so what I'm going to do, that's perfect. Just a nice light brown, greenish soup. Fantastic. So we'll let that cool, and what I'll do, I'll put half that in a litre spray. Normally I've got them lying around, but unfortunately they keep disappearing. I take them up the garden, I bring them back down and take them back to the garden. What I should do is get quite a few of them and leave one down here permanent. But that's the idea, is to get a litre of spray. I'll fill it half with the juice, and then I'll top it up with fresh water, and then put a couple of good drops of washing up liquid in. Give it a good shake, and that's ready to use straight away. As soon as it cools down, I'll probably go up the night on the plot and finish this video off. Roger's been up there this morning, and what I've been trying to do is to get some of the marigolds sorted out. Now I did manage to put some where the sweet corn is. I put some large marigolds in there, because the sweet corn's going to grow 6 to 7 to 8 foot easy. So the nice large marigolds and crackerjacks will go great in there. There'll be melons on the floor, and the peas are already galloping away up the side of the sweet corn, so I'm well chuffed for that. But we'll have a look at that when we go up there tonight. As I say, I'll make this mix up, put it in a spray, and we'll give the sweet corn a bit of a spraying. But at the same time, we'll have a look at the other marigolds, because as I say, Roger's been in the other greenhouse, and what we've done, we've started getting the marigolds sorted out for the tomatoes, because we always like to put marigolds in with the tomatoes, and just that scent of the marigolds keeps a lot of pests away. Green fly and white fly, they hate the smell of the marigolds. It's just that scent of them, it keeps them at bay. So I'm quite happy to spend a few of my marigolds that I've got spare and stick them in with the tomatoes. So that's a job we've been trying to get done today. Sometime today, if the weather eases off a little bit, we'll pop up here. And as I say, Roger's getting the pot of the bed already turned over, so we'll crack on that. There's not much left down here in this greenhouse. I've got 4 melons, and these are the Charleston Grey melons. I'm quite happy with them. They're getting just a nice size there. These are the pots I like to use when I talked about ring culture the other week. As what I like to do, and I don't think these will be through just yet, but I'll check. These have only been in a week now. They're fine. What I've done with these, I've made my own mixture up once again, fill the pot up. Now once them roots start coming through there, and they're sitting in the grow bag, like that, it means I never have to water that top again. I can keep it nice and dry if I need be, and the only time I will have to do is if I put a feed in it. It's just the compost is just below the surface of the rim, so I can just put a feed in there quite easily, and then I can water it down below, because you're going to have your, once again, same as your tomatoes, you've got two sets of roots, one's feeding and one's a tap root. Now the melons are going to be exactly the same. Their roots are going to be down the bottom there. So all the water I put in the grow bag is going to go into giving the melons a good drink, without having too much moisture at the top of the necks, where they could catch a neck rot, same as the cucumbers, and die off. I like to keep them as dry as I can. As I say, if I have to water, I'll water around the side of the pot. Just use a small watering can. Quite an easy job. Just water around the side, so you're keeping the moisture away from the plant itself. But that smell's starting to overtake me now. I know what the missus is going on about now. As I say, I boiled it down in the kitchen, kept the lid on, tried to keep as much smelling as I could. It's not a bad smell. It's not too overpowering, but that's what's left. Not just been straining for 5 minutes. And as you see, there's just a thin layer of soup left, but you just got to be careful with this, because it is a poison. And I only use it on plants that haven't got any fruit on, or haven't got any, as I say, the sweet corn's okay, there's no corn husks or anything appearing yet. It's just a little bit of black fly I noticed last night, but I want to catch them before they start building up too big, you know. So I'll get them a whacking, just a light drink of rhubarb juice, spray that on, and hopefully that should keep them nice and clean. Don't forget your soapy water. Always add the soapy water, even if you're just using a water liquid, a water mixture, soapy water, and that'll kill your green fly, your white fly. What it does, it just it gets into their gills, the soapy water, and stops them breathing. It's a quite an easy job to do. If you don't want to revert to chemicals, try this one, just the rhubarb juice. But as I say, the marigolds, it's another good thing. They're going into the greenhouses now, and hopefully I'll start giving their scent off. If you notice my Facebook page the other night, I posted the calendulas, absolutely fantastic planting. They're great for hoverflies. So what I will be doing next year, I'm going to save some seed off them this year, because they're quite nice big flower, nice big orange ones and nice big yellow. So I'm going to save some of the seed, and when I plant them again at the end of this year for next year, I'll be putting some nice big pots outside the polytunnels, and these will be filled with calendula. And they're actually great for bringing the hoverflies. And of course, the more flies you get, the beneficial insects, the easier your pollination is going to be on your tomatoes, melons, whatever you've got in your greenhouse. You know, as long as you get your pollinators there, the friendly ones, your bees, butterflies, get all them down, get them in. Not so much your butterflies, not especially for your brassicas. But I've got a net to go up there now. I've getting all mine planted out, as I showed you in the last video. All mine are in, so I've just got a net to fit up over the bed. It's that wet at the moment, you're never going to get any butterflies anywhere near the plot for a couple of days. But that's one job we must do this weekend. But for the time being, I'm going to knock off, as I say. I'll open the door and see if you can see the basket. I don't know if you can, but yeah, I'm well pleased with it. I'm going to take a couple of photographs now, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page tonight. But just for the new subscribers, thanks again. I will mention it at the end of this video. We're getting quite a few coming on our site, but we're over the moon. We're glad you're getting something from it. If we can help you in any way, by all means, just put a comment down below, or get us on our Facebook page. Get over our Facebook page. It's Jeff Foreman on the Plot, and we're on there most nights on the internet. So if you have any queries, we'll certainly try to answer them. If we cannot, there'll be somebody on our site that can. Lots of like-minded people coming on our site now. Good gardeners, some good show people, and that's what we like. A good mix right across the board, especially for you newcomers, the new people, the newbies that's coming onto the sites, and you've just taken up the gardening. It's a challenge in itself, gardening. And as I say, once you get the basics, and once you get your timing's everything. Get your timing right for your crops. Know when to put them out. Know when they're going to harvest, so you've got something to go back into that land. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be planting the winter brassicas, spring cabbage, wallflowers, sweet william, all them. And you need them ready for when your potatoes coming out, so your land's never going to be free. Your potatoes will come out, and your spring cabbage will go in, or the other crops can go in, or you can put a green manure in to feed the land. It's all about timing, and it's just, as I say, once you get your timing right, spot on. But I'm just going to pop up the plot and see if I just finished off that little bit of border, so we can get the marigolds planted out, and I'll show you what we've been doing up there with the sweet corn, and I'll give you a look at the melons that's ready to go in for the Three Sisters Challenge. So that's all to come in the video. As I say, it's only 1:45, so I've got plenty of time. The rain's just eased off there now, so if it stops like this, I'll pop up and I'll get this video finished off. Okay, so I'll see you up the plot. Aye, just soften it up. It's we'll get some marigolds planted in between them, and that'll keep the bugs away. This is just a little taster for Julian, and for Carl, and for Dean. There's me figment of my imagination working away there. He's just softening up the border so we can get some marigolds planted in. But I've come up this morning, it's absolutely thrown it down here in the northeast. It's absolutely freezing. And of course I've just gotten my basket planted out for the Dean Roberts challenge, and believe it or not, it's absolutely freezing here in the northeast. So I hope the begonias and the fuchsias are going to be alright. Once again, there's one little ones. That's the Naughty Mariette. I'll be planting them out there. Well, Roger's going to start planting them out now in between the tomatoes. I've still got a few melons to go out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant a couple of melons down this border on the front here, and hopefully they'll do the same as what they're going to do in the Three Sisters. Just cover all the bottom over. Here's our giant Spanish. I've just put a second tyre on them, and they're absolutely romping away. But for the time being, I'll go into the bottom tunnel soon. I'm just going to knock off and get a few of these marigolds planted out. Okay. Right, well, afternoon everybody, and as you can see, we're up the plot. I want to try and get this video finished off this afternoon. So it's just stopped raining up here in the northeast. It's just turned 4 o'clock, so it's a lot cooler than it's been of late, but no doubt we'll get cracking on and we'll try and put that right. I'm in the lower tunnel, and of course just looking at the sweet corn, absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon with them, the size, and of course the pea alderman. There's the peas there, just getting nicely. If you do like I do, multi-sow them in 2 or 3 in a pot, and there's 3 in that pot, and they're getting a really good hold on the cane, and of course they're ramping themselves from the sweet corn. So I'm doing what I says it would do, give it double support. But they're growing fine since they've been planted out. I think just over a week, 2 weeks, and already they've more or less doubled in size. So yeah, I'm over the moon with them. They're growing really great. And of course, what I have done, what I've been doing is planting marigolds right at the side As you can see, they're the bigger ones. These are the crackerjack, or the African marigold. Now, when you think the sweet corn will be growing about 7-8 foot, I'm not going to be too bothered about how big they grow. I want a nice, good sized bloom on them, which is going to give up plenty of scent and hopefully keep away most of the bugs. And of course, that's what this video is all about. It's trying to keep a hold on the bugs. I've just noticed the other day that was a wee bit of fly on them, so I'm going to amend that this afternoon. And of course, with the way it's been the last few weeks, you know, the weather's been a bit topsy-turvy. Be hot one minute, freezing cold the next, so you know, it's to be expected. And of course, here's the dwarf ones. I've got a couple of these left over from in the tunnel where Roger was putting them off this morning, and these are the dwarf variety. And I've grown these for about 10 years now, and I keep saving the seed, same seed year after year after year. And you've seen how I potted them off, just split the tree up into little groups, and there we have it. First class little plants for planting out. And of course the centre firm's absolutely fantastic. So they're the bigger ones, the bigger variety, because of course these will probably end up about 2 foot high, 18 inches 2 foot. But you get a nice big bloom on them, nice big heavy flower, and of course I'm hoping they're going to be heavy with scent. But as with everything, you know, as I say with the newcomers coming on, you're going to get bugs, you're going to get things to fight against, and this is just one of my arsenals that I like to use. And of course I strained it off at home through the muslin cloth, and what I always like to do is before I finally come up, is to put it through just a kitchen towel, an ordinary kitchen towel, put that over a jar and strain it once again through there, and you'll see all the very fine stuff. Because once you put it in your spray, if you don't strain it fine, you'll find that your spray clogs up pretty easy. So I've got 100 ml of water in there. And so that I've done a jar full of rhubarb. And don't forget the old magic, the washing up liquid, and I like to put 2 really good squirts in there. And that should take us up to 200 ml over the moon with that. Get the spray on. As I say, the new ones, there's a lot of people start panicking once you start seeing bugs on the plants. It's inevitable. It happens in every garden. It doesn't matter how good you are. It just depends on what road you want to go down. If you want to go down the road of chemicals, that's fine. But myself, I've always tried to and get ways around it where I don't have to use any chemicals. Don't get us wrong, I have used them in the past, especially on flowers and that I'm not going to eat. Dahlias, chrysanthemums, you can get some really nasty ones that's going to attack the flowers. But if I can get away with using chemicals, non-chemicals, then I'll do it. And this is one of the easiest ways of doing it. And of course I've got the rhubarb juice, I've got just plain water, and I've got a nice couple of drops of washing up liquid. And that will do the whole bed. Give that a good spray. Just adjust my spray to what I need, and we're off. There we are. And it's just a case of going up and down the plants and giving them a really good soaking. Especially on the inside, where it's, if you have got grey fly or white fly, you're going to find that the tend to settle down in amongst the centre leaves. So I just like to make sure I get a good spray in amongst them, let it travel down. Just work my way through these ones. First class. Doesn't matter whether you're giving the pigs a good soaking or not, as long as that sweet corn is well covered with the rhubarb liquid, I'm well pleased with that. I'll go up and down them, give them all a good soaking, and hopefully that'll do the trick. The spray does tend to block up a little bit, as I say. You just got to persevere. Just put a little bit of a little bit of force behind it every now and again. You just go up and down the plants, as I say, give them all a good soaking, and that should give them a good bit of protection for the next few weeks. As I say, the weather's been up and down the last couple of weeks, hot and cold. Of course, it's freezing up here in the northeast. I think it's only about 10-11 degrees up here. But this is my job for the night. I'll go right through the bed, give them a good soaking with that, and hopefully that'll keep any predators away. Get rid of the little bugs that have started breeding. Now the only thing left to go in here, of course, is the melons. Now we'll go through the greenhouse where the tomatoes are and the marigolds, and we'll have a look at the melons. But once I get this stuff done here, I have started on the grapevine. I've managed to get a little bit of that prune back, so I'm over the moon, starting to catch up. As I say, the only thing left to do in here is the melons, so we'll go next door and we'll have a look at them and see what they're like. Right, here we are, into the 100-foot greenhouse. Now there's not many things left in here now. As I say, we've been busy planting out. We're getting all our brassicas out. Our kale, our sprouts, our collie, cabbage, that's all planted out. I've got most of my chrysanthemum, which I'll start on again next week. I'll have to bring a couple of them in and start disbudding, because with the wind and the rain, especially the rain, has given them a good boost. They're looking absolutely lovely outside. But what I'm going to do next week, I'm going to bring them inside and start disbudding them and start tying the canes. Now this is, if you remember a couple of weeks ago when I took the cuttings of the last of the dahlias, most of my big dahlias are sitting on the big bench out the back end and just in the garden. A little bit of cover over the top of them, but they're growing tremendous. Nice big pots, and I'm going to have to decide soon where I'm going to put them. I think I might just have to grow them in buckets this year, because I have run out of a little bit of room. But these are definite ones for keeping for next year. These are Marigold, and these are absolute smashers. Nice big dinner plate sized dahlias, and I say I love the dahlias. A little bit of lightning, a little bit yellow on the top, but no doubt once I get a good feed, I'll give them a good spray and a good feed, and it'll pick them up. Drop Epsom salts in the water, and they'll pick up no problem. Once again, another nice little bunch of dahlia cuttings. Fantastic. Right, so what more melons again? Well, there we are. This is the little sugar boat melon, and these are the ones that's going in with the Three Sisters. I just potted these up a week ago in the new pots, and they're growing away great. Once again, I always water from underneath, and I just like to keep an eye on it, see how the roots are doing. I don't think there'll be much. There's quite a bit of root there growing there now, because you see the new compost where they've just been put into, and the roots are just starting to come down there now. Nice white roots there. Fantastic. I haven't filled up pots yet, and that's what I always like to wait until they fill up pots. And of course, the last few days it's been absolutely freezing up here, so they're not growing too much. I'll keep them in this part of the greenhouse in here, where the doors are shut in the evening, and hopefully the temperature will keep up, to around about the 50-55 mark. Otherwise, apart from that, they would be in a bottom tunnel alongside the other sisters. But yeah, there's a full tray of them there, and I'm just going to leave them in here for another week. And what I'll do in the next video, I'll plant the melons out, and that'll be the Three Sisters finished. So that's another challenge out the way. So that's another tray of melons, which I sowed a couple of weeks ago at Malaga. Now these just need potting off. They're growing away fantastic. Just go into a little 9cm pot, and what I plan to do with these is just shove them in amongst the first tunnel where I've got main crop tomatoes, and I'll just put them on the ground and let them trail around the ground. What I normally do is put leaves down, a good thick mulch of leaves on the tomatoes, but unfortunately where we had them this year down at Rogers, down at his house, the council was so determined to get the place tidied up that they ended up taking away all these leaves and all. So what we're going to have to do next year, when we get the leaves bagged up, we're going to have to bring them straight up the plot and keep them here where they'll be nice and safe. But so that's the normal practice, is to put a good 6-inch layer of leaves right over the tomatoes, and that just gives them a good mulch, keeps the soil nice and cool, stops the weeds, and it's another good tip for using some of the stuff that you just think is rubbish at the end of the year. I don't think twice about going outside and shooting up bags of leaves and tying them up. As long as they're moist, not dry, as long as they're moist, and then just let them rot down, and you get a first class, good crumbly compost for the following year, or nice leaf mould, nice and crumbly, just for spreading around your tomatoes or around any plant really. Up the top here, I've got the squashes, so that's going to do exactly the same job. They've grown on quite well, but they'll cover that floor in a couple of weeks' time. So they're going to do exactly the same as what the mulch is with the leaves, or with whatever you use. But just a few handy tips. The marrows I potted up just the other day. These are the giant marrows, and just potted them up the same time as what I potted up the melons, and they're romping away. As I say, they might need a little bit of feed once they get a little bit of yellowing on the bottom, but don't worry about that too much. Once they go into the final plant positions, they'll belt away. So yeah, for the time being, I'm really chuffed with where things are growing. As I say, everything's starting to pick up. The only trouble is the temperature. It's absolutely freezing up here. So we've got a few more marigolds to plant up in here. The melons will go at the bottom, and then that's both the tunnels and the big greenhouse fully planted out. I planted the cucumbers up the top end, but what I'll do is next week, when I start bringing a couple of chrysanthemums in, I'll show you how I plant the cucumbers. Just in the ordinary pots, just in this size pots, but in grow bags. As I say, normally I'll put them in big buckets, but the way I've been this year, I ran short of a few bits and pieces, a bit of mixing that, so I've had to just rely on the grow bags. I don't like using grow bags, but it's the lesser of two evils. It was quick and it was easy, and that's done now. So the cucumbers are planted out. I'm well pleased with that. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on inside, get the rest of that spraying down in there, as I say, and it's ready for the melons to go in. Get them all sprayed, get the last of the marigolds put out in here, and I've got a few sprayed just to slide in amongst these buckets in here. So everywhere I can, as many as I can, marigolds, and you'd be surprised at how many bugs that keeps away. As I say, just for the new lads that's coming on site and just want a few helpful tips about keeping the bugs at bay, this is one of them. And of course your seedlings, it's your chamomile tea, don't forget that. Now I'll be starting seedlings off in about a week's, fortnight's time. I'll be starting me spring cabbage. I might wait for another couple of weeks yet, because I like to use that in the bottom tunnel where the tomatoes are, or the top tunnel I should say. I might have to wait a little bit longer for that. But certainly foxgloves, stuff like that. Spring bedding will all start to get sown in a couple of weeks' time. So you know, it's we're not quite finished yet with what's sown. As I say, we're just finishing the season, and we're going to be starting a new one, getting the seedlings in. But chamomile tea is a great substitute for any other different sprays that you want to spray onto your young seedlings. I've used that for quite a while, and I'm well chuffed with it. I'll take you through all that in the next video. Hopefully, as I say, keep on watching, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing. If you've got any comments, don't forget, make them down below. Any questions, get one more Facebook page, Jeff Foreman on the Plot, and we'll be over the moon. We'll sign you on, just send what friends request. We'll sign you up, and you can join in with the rest of the people, the rest of the lads and lasses that's on my site, night after night. Don't, as I say, for the newbies, don't get stuck. As I say, it's a big challenge garden. You know, it's a lot to take on, and it's a lot to take in if you're just starting off. Books, great. Magazines, great. But believe it or not, talking to your next door neighbour, some old fella across the way, he'll give you all the tips you need, and that's what it's all about gardening. It's about sharing. So don't get stuck on anything. Just ask, and there'll always be somebody there that'll give you a few good tips. Whether or not you take them, that's up to you. Everybody else goes out a different way. As I say, you might be happy with the way you're planting. You may see somebody else's way, the way they're planting. And that's what it's all about. It's just finding a happy medium. But once you've found it, there's nothing to stop you from changing it year by year. I try different methods every year, especially seeds. Different seeds every year. See if I can find a decent one that beats all the rusts and the cold and different diseases we're put up with up here. Yeah, it's all, you know, it's all good. Don't just get stuck in the rut and keep the same thing year after year after year. Try something new, something different, and you'll get there in the end. And That's my supply of Epsom salts I'm just getting today, so that's another good one. Magnesium, all plants need it, so I'll be showing you in the next tip how to use that to its best advantage. Okay, so I'm going to get myself a way down, no doubt call in the shop, might treat myself to a can of beer, and going to have a nice bath and get myself online and see if there's any posts. Okay, so I'll see you all again soon.